Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another on the road video with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets, touring the Bamberg bar and brewery scene with the guys from Bamberg Brewing. First off is Ahörnla Braugaststätte, a fairly new addition to the Bamberg brewery scene. Let's see what they have to offer.
What did you gerne die Helles haben.
What did you bring us, Freddy?
Wir haben eine Sandhell.
English, people don't understand German.
We have a Sandhell, a Helles. We have a Kellerbier, which they call a Vollbier.
Yeah?
And then we have Rot, which is a Rotbier.
Yeah. This is the first time we visit. How did you? Ahörnla? And I think that means unicorn, judging by the logo. Or maybe it means horn.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Let's try some beer.
And play Lupin Louie.
Yes. You can also do that here. So, guys, we have 3 beers here from Ahörnla. Which Freddy brought down here. Helles, first of all. Very classic Franconian Helles. Really soft, gentle, crispy, kind of malt character, a little bit of a sweet breadiness. Like aromatic hops to it. It's not like crazily hoppy, but there's definitely to me like a floral, almost like Mittelfrüh type nuance. More so than some of the Helles we've had down here. And then we have their Kellerbier, which is also called their Vollbier, which is called, I think it's just called Keller. But yeah, full-bodied, more malty, less hoppy compared to the Helles, quite bready. Very soft as well, very easygoing. They definitely have that kind of Franconian slick mouthfeel where the carbonation is not as hissy and fizzy. And finally, we have the Rotbier. We've been drinking a lot of Rotbier on this trip so far, and actually this is pretty good. This is quite similar to the Schanzenbräu version, being a bit more acidic, dry, and not as sweet as the one from Altstadt. Chestnutty kind of nuttiness, something like that. Crackery, bready, toasted breadiness. Almost like a little bit of a red fruit, red apple or something like that. And yeah, a little bit of bitterness, some spice. I actually think the best here is the Rotbier, surprisingly. It's really good. And all of them are lower strength beers. Doesn't say the ABV actually up there, but I bet they're around max 5. But yeah, really refreshing, nice classic Franconian beer here. Up next is Brüderla by Braubier, a fairly new addition as well to the Bamberg scene. The Braubier guys brew at Klosterbräu Reckendorf, and they brew a variety of very classic Franconian beers, but also more modern craft beers. Like, for instance, they had a red IPA on tap when we visited their bar. So yeah, let's try some of their beers. Cheers.
Definitely a Helles. Very nice, drinkable, crispy malt profile. Not a lot of bitterness. I actually think this is quite good. I prefer this one to the last one we had.
Nice.
It's really refreshing and also a bit of hoppy, which I like. So, cheers.
What about Freddy? Can you grab the next one?
Vollbier. Prost. Quite refreshing aroma. Some pungent yeast characteristics. Delicious honey, floral, malt. Kind of sweet, maybe a touch metallic too. Moderate bitterness. It's a very soft beer, this one. Touch of metallicness, which I think is maybe slightly off-putting, but otherwise very nice.
How about you go for the Rotbier then? You guys will do the tastings now.
Home. Quite malty. Caramel as well. I get a little bit of that metallic, as Fredrik mentioned on the other one.
I wonder if that's minerals. Because we had it at other breweries.
Yeah, it's a little bit minerally. I definitely prefer the Helles to this one. But it's nice, easy drinking, not too sweet, quite dry, but a little bit of malty caramel malt profile with that minerality to it as well.
Then you can go for the Weizen
Yeah.
Doppelbock.
Weizen Doppelbock.
When is the last time you had a Weizen Doppelbock?
It must have been Aventinus last time I had one. And that's been a while. Lots of soft wheat in the aroma. Some banana party going on. Clove.
So a Bock Weizen, is that lager fermented?
No, that's with ale yeast, but it's just a strong variation on Weissbier. So
Yeah.
it's basically Weissbier you make often for the winter time. Weizenbock or Weizen Doppelbock?
The nice high carbonation, like a Weissbier. It's sort of like the banana sweetness you get in the aroma is really backed up here by a lot of maltiness too. So it makes it a bit more sweeter, maybe caramelized, which is actually reminds me a lot of something like Aventinus.
No, nice. Just paler, I guess, because that's
Yeah,
Aventinus is a bit more
not as
dark
much
than this.
caramel, more like just honey-like maybe, combined with the banana.
You ready for the final one?
Oh yeah. What is it?
So that's the Doppelbock. No, that was the red ale. Red snake ale. And that's a hoppy beer.
Quite hoppy.
Maybe a bit more modern, but probably old school as well by standards outside of Germany.
Definitely has a hop character on the nose. Yeah, very hoppy.
Bitter too?
Quite nice. Not too bitter, but very hoppy on the taste and the aroma. More fuller, obviously, but not sweet, not cloying in any way. It's actually quite nice beer. I actually think the three that I've had here, all of them are pretty much on point. Especially the first and this last one. Definitely prefer them to the other place we've been. So quite nice.
Moving on up.
Yeah.
So we just plowed through the taster set, and in general, really good beers. Don't you agree?
Yeah, very healthy, very decent beers. Not the best we've had here, but definitely not the worst.
No. I think they also had a bit of a modern approach because they were more hoppy than classic Franconian beer, but they still seem very Franconian. Like the Helles had that soft maltiness and everything, but there was more fruity hop character. My favorite is the Helles, the Weizenbock, I think, and then either the third place would be either the red kind of ale or the Rotbier.
Yeah, for me the Kellerbier and the Weizenbock stood out as being very nice, especially the Weizenbock because I never drink that, so it was actually really nice to taste one that worked so well. And the other beers, the red hoppy ale didn't do that much for me. It tasted a lot like something like Brewdog's 5 AM Saints or nice and old school hop profile.
Yeah, my favorite here was definitely the Helles, and I actually think I'm gonna have a big glass of that one if we're gonna hang out. It was really crisp, nice, and refreshing compared to many of the other beers we had. Also had a more hop profile without being bitter. Then I think my second favorite was actually the Hoppy Bock. I really liked, but I think I also just been missing out a little bit on hops these last couple of days. And then the Weissbier was really, really nice, like full-on yeast profile with loads of banana. It was really nice. And then my least favorite was probably the Rotbier and
Kellerbier.
the Kellerbier, yeah, which had this kind of a little bit minerality and a little bit thin and didn't really spark much joy.
All in all, nice new spot. Brobeer does not brew here. It's just a bar they have in the city to showcase their beer. It was really nice. I mean, as you can see by the pictures, there's a couple of young guys making classic beers, but with a bit of a modern twist. Pretty good. Kind of what you'd expect also from a brewery that would make traditional beer, but trying to modernize a little bit here. Like in Germany, a lot of people want these classic beers, especially in a city like Bamberg, I'd imagine. But there are brewers here, like Brot, for example. They make like hazies and stuff. So we might stumble across some. We'll see. But
You can also see which glasses are empty down here. So this was the Killer, no, the Helles, and this was the Weizenbock.
so judging by that must be the two.
Vollbier, Rotbier, and Red IPA. So I guess that says it. Which two were the favorites here?
Yeah, I think so. So stay tuned for the next spot. Maybe it will actually be a Christmas market because that's also going on right now. But so far so good, and so far fairly sober.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
because we've been drinking beer since noon, before noon.
Getting immune.
Getting immune. So yeah, see you guys at the next spot. Cheers. Hey boys, are we gonna have a break for beer?
Yeah, we're gonna get some blue wine.
Because look at this cozy little Christmas market in Bamberg. Let's go drink something non-beer related. Saufen, yeah? Now it's Weihnacht. Ja. Så er det vinter. Prøv lige at se røgen. It's winterzeit, it's Glühweinzeit. We're trying Glühwein instead of beer here in Bamberg for the Christmas market. This is so cozy and it's snowing too. It smells good.
More dry
Yeah.
than
Not as sweet as Danish gløgg.
not as spicy.
When my friend makes glögg, he puts normally one bottle of vodka and one bottle of rum.
Okay.
This is more light body.
Yeah, I think. But I think this is because this is pure red wine, and then it tastes a bit like clove and cinnamon. Like it.
Typical glögg flavor.
Yeah. But the big difference with Glühwein and gløgg is that in Denmark, when we have gløgg, we load it up with like almonds and raisins and then booze. Here, it's just the wine. But at many stalls, you can spike the Glühwein too at these places. So you can add like rum or gin or whatever you feel like. But I think it's okay that we don't have the spikes.
I feel like it could use maybe a touch of rum and a touch of sugar or something.
Yeah,
Raisins.
it gets a bit thinner and a little bit tannic as well. But
I like that it's not really sweet.
You also have very bad taste, people.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bastard. But it's good.
It's nice.
Zum Wohl.
Zum Wohl.
Heißes Glühwein.
Servus.
Servus. White chocolate.
Hail to the yeah. I like that.
I'm sure you would.
It's very good.
Schön. Prost.
Wir haben einen Lillefinger.
Up next is Keesmann Bräu, and we wanted to visit Keesmann because they are very well known for their pilsner. Supposedly, some say that it's one of the better pilsners of Bamberg. It is a bit more hoppy than the classic Franconian pilsner, but still soft if you compare it to more modern craft pilsners. But let's have a taste of it. Sieht sehr schön aus.
Men de tager sig tiden til lige at second på. Ja, det er det, der gør det.
Prost. Prost. Next beer, Herrenpils from Keesmann. Filled up with people, so we're outside. First pilsner.
It won't be as good as what we'll have tomorrow.
That's good.
You won't know that because it'll be as good as the great at the time.
Also, we've been drinking.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to try it.
That's very
and
nice.
See what it's like.
The most bitter beer so far of the entire trip, I think.
Wow. We're not counting Ghost Town.
Oh no.
It's technically like a light fruity.
Yeah, but like probably the most clean of all the beers. we've had today. Like it's so clean.
It has like a fruitiness that's similar to the Tuborg yeast profile or something like that.
I can see what you mean, but also backed up by a nice heavy spice, a bit of floral, grassiness.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Soft crackery maltiness.
Yeah, but by no means like really bitter. Like this is Franconian being very bitter. But I think it's quite nice. But to be honest, I actually think I might have enjoyed the Brovia Helles a bit more. I think that had a more standout, like aromatic hop character.
I like this one more, to be honest.
I'm indecisive. For me, it's pretty equal with the Helles we had from Bromance.
Bromance.
Bro beer. Bro beer?
Yeah.
Let's get some bro beer.
I'm also getting rosy nosy.
And at Bro beer, they had a lot of bro music.
Yeah.
It's very different. They're outside in the cold, but it's nice.
Yeah.
This looks like really old school, which is nice.
Yeah, they're
That's
part
what I
of
like about the place down here with their like, you can see they've been here for
a long time.
This looks like a cantina from the 1950s or something.
Yeah. Like this place is also part of the Baruerei Spezial, just like Spezial. And we didn't shoot any video at Spezial. We have to do that at some point for this tour video. We of course can't hit up all the places in Bamberg because there's so many brewers. We're just cherry picking some that we were recommended from friends. But yeah, maybe one of the better Pilsner type lighter lager beers here.
Definitely.
With the hop character. But I still think I have other favorites.
But it's also, I guess, all of us have this kind of gravity towards more hoppy lager beers.
Yeah.
And that's not really the main thing here.
No,
I
it's
think this
balance.
one is more that's
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean it's a better beer per se, but it's more maybe more it's more in line with what we like in a Pilsner. You could say.
Yeah, I think so. Like, it is more in line with what we like, but it's like it still feels very Franconian. Like the balance is key. Even though it's more bitter and hoppy, it's still well balanced. There's soft, bready maltiness, nice effervescence, crackery notes. It's good beer.
It is.
It is. I'm not complaining.
Me neither. Prost.
Prost und gute Schaum für euch.
The second to last place we visited was Rotenschild, the Red Shield, a bar famous for serving das gute Münchenbacher beer straight from the barrel. And that was a must visit. Although we were also planning to visit the brewery, Münchenbacher or the Zehntner, we thought we had to pay this really cool bar a visit and try some really fresh lager beer straight from the barrel. That's only a few breweries still doing the serving sizes or servings like this, like from the barrel, and Münchenbacher is one of them. First taste, das gute Lagerbier. So. First taste.
Ready. Malty.
First taste, Münchenbach from the barrel. At Rotenschild. As Freddy said, ready. We're going to the brewery tomorrow where the interpretation or the representation is going to be even better, but it's nice. Really cool spot here. Tiny bar, but this was one of the must recommendations. I think this will be the last little tipple today. Maybe the video will extend into tomorrow, because tomorrow, or maybe later, maybe we'll finish the beer at Spezial where we stay, because that needs to be in the video too. But this is good. Prost.
Servus.
So, we're at the final location of a tour. This is where we're staying. Baruerei Spezial. The other Rauchbier brewery. They have a Gasthaus, so they also have rooms, so you can stay here. And we're drinking their Lagerbier, which is their most famous hop beer. So lighter colored lager with their own smoke beer.
Delicious.
And the aroma on this is awesome. It smells very vibrant and fresh. It's rich. This guy, I think this is his favorite beer.
Yeah, now I haven't tasted it yet for the second time, so just hold on. Yeah, I think especially on the aroma, it's better than Schlenkerla to me. I think this is the most this is the beer where I get the most kind of fresh, vibrant smoke. Fatty, vibrant bacon smoke. And I think this has been the biggest smoke beer experience for me at my trip in Bamberg this year. Yeah. I said it.
You said it.
What do you think, Freddie?
I think this is. It's not as heavy as you sometimes expect from a Rauch beer. It smells like it has that really solid smokiness, meaty backbone. So the expectation from the aroma is like a really full beer, but then when you take a sip, it's super refreshing.
Yeah.
It's dry. It's actually quite bitter as well. Very effervescent. So a lot of carbonation, and it's just a very nice way to end the day.
Yeah.
It actually tastes somewhat bright.
Yeah, but I will say, I still think my favorite is Schlenkerla, but I think this is the best session Rauch beer. This is more sessionable than Schlenkerla's Rauch beers. If you go to Schlenkerla and have their Helles, that has like the light smoky touch, but it's lighter than this. This is almost something in between Schlenkerla Helles and Märzen, or something in between Schlenkerla Helles or Spezial Märzen. Because we had Spezial Märzen yesterday, and it was sweeter, more rich. This just has such a vibrant, fresh smoke flavor.
The aroma on this one is really intense, I feel like. So in that sense, it's not like the Helles.
No, that's also say.
I feel like the aroma here is mind-blowing, actually, in my mind.
I think so.
Your mind blowing.
I think
Yes.
yes. My man.
Looking good.
But I agree. I think this is a great beer to finish on. And besides this, they also have the Bock. We haven't tried the Bock. But
We should do that.
but maybe we should have a small glass of Bock to finish.
Or a large glass.
Or a large. Well, you can only get a large.
To bring to the room.
3 glasses of large
Bock
Yeah.
to bring to the room. But otherwise, this is also a must-visit place in Bamberg if you're here.
Definitely.
I think the two most iconic breweries to visit is these guys, Spezial and Schlenkerla, because they do Rauch beers.
They do historic beer
Yeah, and
in a
they
historic way.
yeah, and how what it's known for. We could also get a tour here, I think, if we wanted to. But the program has been really packed today, so we've been walking around it. We also went to Mahrs Bräu, but we just didn't shooting anything and just eating. And it was decent, but it was not as good as I remember being here last time. But as a finishing note, go to Bamberg, visit some of the places we visited, have a tour, stay at Spezial. That's the biggest must. Stay here.
And use this video as a guide. I mean, we've been to the places that are really
historic and
the places to
legendary.
go. Remember to comment, like, subscribe,
And
Give
hit
us
the
a
bell
follow.
for future notifications.
hit the bell. I think it's up here for future notifications. And check out the Facebook fan page, Twitter, and Instagram.
And also go to badseatbrewing.com.
Do you have anything to add, Peter?
Don't go to bed. No. I will have something to add, and that is, this is a lovely pint to end on. The vibrancy of smoke. I think this could be 100% their own smoke vault and nothing for coloring, really. This could be all Munich. because most of them are Munich style malts.
I love this
Lovely,
beer.
lovely beer. We're bringing some home for the Bad Seed fans who come to our brewery. You'll be able to maybe buy it at Bad Seed then.
Yeah, it brings
We
them
need
home
to bring
as
a
well.
few crates then.
Yeah, but really check out Bamberg.
Yeah.
If you love good beer, if you love the story about how beer is made and how beer has evolved, it's a really cool place to be, and it's a beautiful city.
Yeah, and if you love lager,
Yeah.
that's also the biggest thing. If you don't like lager or Rauch beer, then just go for the tourism.
Or
and
go
the heavy
fuck
food.
yourself.
But
No,
yeah.
you shouldn't do that.
No, but lovely beer to end on, and lovely trip, and amazing company. And tomorrow we're touring the cities around Bamberg and visiting some more breweries.
And going to the Fireman Party.
Yeah, but the Weimann party is not on video. Sorry guys, you're missing out. Yes. My man.
My man.
So thanks a ton for watching. These guys already did the outro, so we're gonna say cheers or Prost or Skål. And see you in another On the Road video.